Alrighty guys, good afternoon. Madman Mondello coming at you live from the Corona Rgh here in beautiful Alabama. Mr. Drew Edwards. Okay, well Drew sent me in this crazy thing, alright? He just sent in with us, and here it is. Now of course he sent me in a lovely Corona winbond memory, yeah. If you don't know what that is, let me just put it to you this way. It's like having athlete's foot and then some. Okay, so anyway, we went ahead, we put an HV3 in it. It's got a 320 gig drive on it. We stuffed that, alright. She's up on the line servers along with a 10-day trial of the Purge for GtaV, Bo2 Mw3 and Ghosts offhosts, as well as Jiggy and Sentinel for Bo2, which happen to be GSC menus, okay? Now, when she's all done, and saved your profile so you don't have to download it, alright? It's on the console already. So tell you what, we'll go ahead and we'll boot it up. TJ, what's happening, man? Yeah, no shit. Ronan. Yeah, it definitely needs it, boy. Let me tell you. I mean, I never had such a... I mean, this thing was such a nightmare to get it to boot decently, okay? You know, I mean, seriously. I mean, it was like, wow. I mean, I just... Anyway, alright, here we are. Okay? Now, it's booting up. We're going to get some notifications letting us know that it's online, live, and all that other happy nonsense, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through this with you, okay? Now, you already signed in, like I said, you know, I mean, we saved your profile. But mind you now, okay, I don't have any passwords or anything like that, so, you know, no, I did not go online or anything like that with your profile, okay? Just to let you know. Alright, now, okay, here we go. Alright, now, you aren't you a handsome-looking devil, huh? Alright, now, let's see here. Alright. Under emulators, okay, you got FCEUX, which happens to be a NES emulator, Nintendo Entertainment System, alright. Then you have Game Boy Advance. You've got Genesis Plus 360, you got MAME, SNES 360, and back to NES, okay. And, of course, Xbox classic games, okay. You got some classic games on there to play, the original top 20 model. Then, of course, you have your homebrew section where all your tools reside, where you can blow the console up and everything, okay. And, hey Zale, how are you, man? When using mod menu on Black Ops 2, it depends on the menu that you put on there. Okay, I'll show you which ones I've got on here. MW2 cheats are coming, man. Just I gotta give it a little time. Okay, my developer is extremely busy, you know, but yeah, we'll get there. Don't worry. All right, then of course we have our Xbox Live Arcade and myriad mind-boggling amount of arcade games that'll keep you busy for a long time and then some. And then we have our regular Xbox 360 games, okay? And as you can see, there is a Whirlwind of Dem on there as well, okay? So all the titles that we know, love, and love to play. They're all right there, okay? Now, back out of there. We'll go to the homebrew section. We'll go to the dashboard. We'll hit it. We'll hit it again. This will bring you to the original dash, all right? There you are. You can only have 30 reserve days left. Got it? Good, okay? Now, because good old Eddie, I don't have his password or anything like that. So what I'm going to do here, that's why it's not connected online. But what we'll do is we'll go ahead and I'll tell you what we'll do, just to show you here. All right. Tell you what, we'll sign out of here. There we go. Good. Okay, as you can see, the KB's unbanned and all that other happy nonsense. Now what we'll do is once it's signed out and everything, I hate when it does that. It just drives me crazy. Okay. Now. Back out of there, okay, now what we'll do is now we will go to the homebrew section. Now we will go to Xbox 360 dashboard. Alright, what we'll do is we'll test the connection just to make sure that it's online, okay? I don't want to sign in or anything. Yep, and there you go, and it's live, of course. You know, you have to sign in, okay? So we'll test the connection. There you are, okay? So, you know, I mean, you're going to need your password, okay, to get on this thing, Drew. So, you know, just warning you, okay? So anyway, okay, we'll hit the guide button over in our 5th tab. We have our, we have BO2 cheats, Ghost cheats, Modern Warfare 3 cheats, and MW2, which is coming, okay? Don't use that yet, okay? So anyway, okay, now, you know, to disable a cheat, just hit A. To enable, hit A. They come enabled right from when you start the console up, alright? So now we'll go ahead and we'll go to Xbox Home. We'll bring this back to FSD Dash. Then I'm going to show you here, okay, what, where, how, and who, okay? Now, here we go. Alright, here we go. Now, Eric, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm all right, man. Yeah, I've got your console here. Don't worry, Eric. I'll get you taken care of, man. So anyway, okay, now we're back here at FSD. Now let me show you something here, okay? You've got multiple dashboards on this thing. I always put them on there, so then that way then you can choose whatever you want to start up in. Not everybody likes to start up in FSD. They like Aurora, they like FX menu, they like XCX menu, they like the stock dashboard. Alright, so we'll go into dash launch here just to show you here. Alright, how you can set it up to whatever you want to boot it up into. Really easy. Go to paths, hit A. Okay, and now you will see the default is what? Freestyle dash. Okay, that's what it boots up into. Okay, now if you hold down button B, it'll boot into FX menu while it's booting. If you hold down button X, it'll boot into XCX menu. Okay, now if you hold down button Y, it will boot into stock dashboard. If you hold the left bumper, it'll boot into Aurora. If you want to change the default so you don't have to mess around with the buttons, holding them down and all that crap, it's really easy. We'll use Aurora, for example. Alright, we're going to hit A at default here. And then we're going to hit A at the double dot folder. We're going to back out of there. Okay? We're going to go to Aurora. And then we're going to use the Aurora XCX. We're going to hit that. Okay? There we are. Then we're going to hit RB on the top of the controller. Bring down HDD. X to save it. B to back out. It's going to reboot. And now we'll run Aurora. Okay? And Aurora, it's already loaded too as well. It's got everything on there that you're going to need. Alright, as you can see, all of your titles and everything, they're all there. This is the Xbox 360 folder. It's like FSD, but it's got a better database structure and everything, okay? You hit the back button, it'll open up a context menu. There's your file manager like right there, just like in FSD. Alright, and we'll back out of there. Your scripts, those are modules, and you know, you got Aurora repo browsers. They have a repo that you can download stuff from and everything. Alright, restart, reboot, shut down. Alright, we'll back out of there. Now, you hit the start button. It's the business end of this thing. There's your assets to download all your box art and all that crap. Your profile if you want to auto sign in or whatever. Your content folder. This is where all the stuff is stored on your hard drive. Okay, don't mess around in there if you don't know what you're doing. Okay. You got your modules, which is dashboard, FTP server, Nova, language, security, and about. Okay, so that's all done. All right, now, okay. Now, as you can see here, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to hit the RB button. And that brings up the context menu down there. As you can see, we're in the Xbox 360 folder. Now we'll go over to Xbox Live Arcade. Alright, we'll hit RB again. There's your emulators, your classic games, your homebrew section, your indie games, and back to show all. Shows everything that's on a hard drive, okay? Really easy, okay? So, now we'll set this back up to FSD because that's how I set them up to when they go out. So we'll go to the homebrew section right here. We'll go to dash launch. Like I said, the system is very tunable. You can put whatever menu you want on it. You do whatever. It's an RGH. It's yours. It's an RGH. Put whatever menu on it, whatever server on it, whatever you want to do with it, you can. Okay? And don't let anybody tell you different because they're blowing smoke up your ass. All right? In plain simple English. Okay? Now, we're doing this for freaking years. Probably before half of these kids were born. So, Christ, you know? All right. Now, tell you what we'll do here. Okay? Look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead, we're going to go back to paths, all right? Now, we're going to set this back to FSD. We're going to hit default, we're going to hit A. We're going to hit A, get the double dot folder here, okay, all right? Then we're going to go back and we're going to go to Freestyle Dash, and we're going to use the default on XCX in there, all right? Now we're going to hit RB to save it, bring it down to HDD, okay, highlight that, hit X, that saves it, hit B, reboot, boom, done. And now it'll start back up in FSD Dash, okay? Then once it starts up back in FSD Dash, then I'm going to show you a couple things here, okay? Alright, now let me show you the menu that's on here. The offhosts, they're all the same for Mw3, Ghosts, and Bo2. Alright, so I'm going to use Bo2 for an example, because Bo2 also has two GSC menus. It has Jiggy and it has Sentinel, okay? So I'll tell you what, we'll sign in. I'm not going to sign in on his profile because it'll go batty, alright? You know, I mean, until he puts his password in. So we'll use an offline profile, we'll use the Alliance profile that's on there, okay? Alright, there's my smiling face. Okay, now I'll tell you what, we'll go to Xbox 360 games. Alright, and we'll go to BO2. Alright, here we go. Now, there's no special way to run this thing. All you gotta do is just highlight it, hit it, and it's gonna start. You can see BO2 bypass, you can see BO2 cheats loaded, all this other happy nonsense, okay? Now, once it loads and which it's doing, I gotta wait for the Dolby crap. Here we go. Hey, Lakeland, how are you, man? Good to see you, man. Alright, now, okay, we'll hit the start button, there we go, okay, press the start button once again, alright, we use the hard drive, and now we'll set this crap up, okay, so here we go, alright, now, we'll go to multiplayer, we'll select that, And there we are. Black Ops 2 cheats are loaded. We're good. Okay, that's our off host that's loaded. All right, we'll go to local. And we'll do a local game. There we are. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set up the game first. Okay, so we'll set that up. We'll change the map. We'll go to the downloadable content. We'll go to Nuketown. All right, then we'll change the game mode. I'm going to go ahead. We'll use free-for-all. Then what we'll do is we'll back out of there. We'll set up the bots. We'll use 9 of them. All right, now I'm going to start the match. Okay, now for Jiggy, to open it up, hold in the left trigger, push down on the right thumbstick. All right, you're going to use A to select, X to back out. Then, for our for off host, and this counts for Mw3 and Ghosts as well as this game here. D-pad left to open the off host, X to select, B to back out, D-pad left to close the off host. All right. So we'll start the match, and I'm going to start by using Jiggy first. Okay. So here we go. And yeah, here we go. Okay. All right. Good old Nuketown. Now we're going to bop on in here. All right, we're going to pick a gun. Hold in left trigger, push down right thumbstick. There's Jiggy, okay? And we're going to hit A to select. We're going to do quick mods because that covers a bunch of mods there. All right, X to back out of there. And we'll go down to bullets and we'll doctor them up a little bit. Swarms and grenades, and we'll use, we'll light people on fire too. And then we'll also put dogs in with it, all right? Then we'll back out of there, okay? We'll back out of there. Now, D-pad left, that opens up our off host, okay? X to select, grab hold of all this shit right here, turn that all on, aimbot, go on screen, there we go, ESP menu, here we are, do pyramids, and that, okay? Now, we'll back out of there, we'll hit D-pad left, that'll close it, come on out here, when they turn blue, let them have it, okay? Pretty much all kinds of destruction. Now, because of Jiggy, we can fly through the air with the greatest of ease, alright? And we could just lay complete waste on everybody and everything, as you can see. Okay? And then some. Don't like that car either. How do you like that, huh? Yeah, they're all dying. Now what you can do is go to aimbot, and then go to unfair aimbot. Now you can shoot through schools. Okay? And pretty much that will end the match, and you will piss off a whole bunch of people. Alright? Plain and damn simple. Alright? So there you are. Okay? And that's how that works. Pretty easy, right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, right through the friggin' building. Just smoke. I love to smoke cordite in the morning. Okay, now, alright, now I'm going to show you Sentinel on this damn thing, okay? So what we're going to do is now we're going to back out of here, okay? Yes, we're going to leave the lobby. And we're going to back out of here and we're going to go right straight to zombies, alright? We'll see that the zombies menu will be loaded, okay? And here we go. Alright, and we'll do a local game on this one here. Alright, and let's see here. Yeah, we'll do transit. Makes life easy. There you go. Okay, transit. There we go. Okay, start the match. There we go. Now this one, holding left trigger, push down the right thumbstick. X to select. Holding left trigger, push down on the right thumbstick. That'll back you out. Don't ask me. I didn't write these things. Somebody else did. That's their controls, not mine. Okay? Takes a little getting used to, but it's all good. Alright, here we go. We're doing a green run. Okay, now, hold the left trigger, push down right thumbstick. There it is. X to select. Turn God mode on. Infinite ammo. Unlimited sprint. Double speed. No clip. Alright. Yeah, we'll do the aimbot. There we are. Now, we'll hold in left trigger, push down right thumbstick. Go to the weapons menu. Okay. We'll go ahead and we'll pull out an AK-74. And then we'll just go ahead and we'll modify the ammo a little bit by going to the bullets menu. Okay? And we'll use Mustang and Sally because that pretty much blows your freaking head right off. Okay? Now, we're going to hold in left trigger, push down on the right thumbstick. Hold left trigger, push down on the right thumbstick. And hold in the left trigger, push down on the right thumbstick once again. Okay? And pretty much they're all going to die. Okay? Now they have all kinds of different things on here, like the fun menu, where you can ricochet bullets. You know, I mean, you got trampoline mode where you can bounce all around and all that kind of crap. As you can see, that's enough of that. I'm getting sick here, okay? Hold in left trigger, push down the right thumbstick. Okay, you got the front, yeah. Fine. So you think you're coming in, huh? Okay, you got another thing coming. Alright? You can add zombies, too. See, there's a whole bunch. They come down. Look. Yeah, there's all kinds of good stuff there. So anyway, you get the idea, right? I would hope. Okay? So let's go ahead and I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and we'll go on back. Sorry about that. Memory issue. Xbox 360s all do this. The RGA added too many zombies, and that's the end result right there. That's what happens. But It happens, okay? But anyway, okay, now look. This is the perfect opportunity to show you how to get this thing online for the first time, okay? So, tell you what. This is what we're going to do. We're going to get this thing online for the first time, all right? When you get this thing, okay, then I'm going to finish explaining the rest of the stuff that's on this thing, okay? When you get this crazy thing, the first thing that you do before you do anything is I want you to open the drive door. I want you to grab hold of the hard drive. I want you to pull it out and leave it out, okay? Leave that out. Plug this in, plug the HDMI cord in, boot the system up, okay? Now, once the system boots, it's going to bring it to the stock dashboard. And this is how, and the system booted, life is grand. Okay? Not too bad for a Corona with winbond memory, which happens to be a big fart. Okay, now, it's going to boot up. There we go. Why does he keep signing me? Oh my God, I'm going to fix that. Hold on here. Let me fix this, okay? Hang on here. Yeah. No? Yeah. There we go. Sign-in preferences. There we go. We're going to fix this right now. Off. There. There. Eddie, there you go. All right, now you got to go back in here and turn it automatically on, okay? So anyway, all right, now look. When you get to this dashboard right here, okay, fly on over to settings, go to system, okay, go to network settings, okay? Now, you'll see mine is already check marked off. Yours is going to pop up over here. What I want you to do is when it pops up, I want you to click on it. Once you click on it, all right, it's going to go ahead and it's going to start a test on your network connection, which is going to be after you put your password in, which is going to be kind of like this, okay? Now, yes, you want to sign everyone out, okay? Now, what's going to happen is you're going to get a check mark on 2 red X's, okay? There you go. Now, the only thing we care about is right there. We got to connect to our router. Because if you can't connect to the router, you're not going to get to the internet, and you sure as hell ain't going to get to Xbox Live, all right? It's just not going to happen, all right? So, in the event that this does not connect and you get an X there, you better check your router, because your router is the reason why it's not letting the Xbox online. That's simple, okay? If you're not connected to your local area network, you ain't getting to these 2 here. So you better get in there, find out your router settings, and find out why it's not letting the Xbox online. Because an Xbox is an Xbox regardless, okay? There's nothing special about it or anything like that. It's the same, it's a wireless connection, and it'll work if you have WP2KS on there as your security, okay? Now, if you happen to have, like, let's say your MAC address, where only certain MAC addresses from systems, which is your media access ID, which is, each system comes with, all right? If you have that where that's how you let the system log in, well, you're going to have to put this MAC address in your router in order to let it on, the local area network, okay? That simple, all right? So, like I said, if you're running WP2KS like everybody else pretty much does with a password, this is the screen you're going to get, all right? Make sure you got a check mark there. That's it, real simple, all right? Now, once that happens, I want you to power the system down. Then what I want you to do, I want you to take the hard drive, power down, yes, son of a, there we go. Take the hard drive, slip it back in there, seat with a firm click, put your drive door back on. Then what I want you to do, and this is one of the most important parts here, is pull the power on this damn thing. Because if you don't, this is what happens. The DNS gets screwed up on it, which is your domain name server, and guess what? You ain't going to get nowhere. It's going to act like it's connected, but it's not going to connect, okay? And the reason being is because we have to flush the TCP buffers out of this thing. And the only way to do that is by disconnecting the power and letting it sit for 5 minutes, because there's capacitors in there. They stay charged for 5 minutes, therefore keeping the South Bridge alive, therefore keeping the old TCP settings in there, which means guess what? You won't get online. Leave it out for 5 minutes. Now, I'm going to plug it back in because hopefully, because my network is the same as it was set up already on, it should be okay. But then again, I've had to bite my tongue on that too, because sometimes it disconnects anyway, just because it wants to be an asshole. I'm going to tell you, it's friggin' Microsoft, okay? Welcome to the wonderful world of Bill Gates. So now, just like his Windows updates, please, don't get me sick. Don't get me started. All right, so anyway, 5 minutes, you're done. Okay, life is grand. Boot the system, okay? Now, when the system boots, okay, let me sync this controller up. There we go. Okay, now, like I said, once the system boots, all right, it's going to bring you to the Xbox logo. And like I said, you can press any button to load whatever dashboard you want, okay? And I do believe, I think my monitor frizzed out on me, which you normally, there we go. Okay, thank you, God. All right, so now, all right, here it comes. Alright, you're going to notice this green stuff moving around here? Well, it's going to stop. Okay, when it stops, that means it locked the server. Okay, once it locks the server, you should see plugins coming across the bottom of the screen. You should hear the fan speed up, which it just did. It's going to load FSD dash. Then you're going to see your plugins, which is 50% of the battle right there. Okay, so we're good. We're connected to our local area network because we got connection to my server. Okay, and then you're going to get connection to the Purge server, so you can use the Purge menu on GTA 5. And then we're going to sync the controller up, alright? And then what we're going to do is we're going to mosey on over to the homebrew section right here, and we're going to make sure that we're online. Okay? So here we go. Hey, and we should be online. Yep, square popped up. That's good. Hello, Drew Edwards. That means she's hot. She's good to go. Alright, now. Okay. Being that you have your profile already on here, you don't have to worry about downloading it because there it is. Alright? However, though, I would say this. Okay? That is a retail profile. That was a retail profile that was on this console before we RGH'd it, okay? Let me explain some things to you. Alright, look. I haven't had a profile ban in a long time. Alright, my server's really good. However, okay, I don't care what or who anybody says or whatever, there's a chance. I mean, unless God wrote the damn server, okay, it's not freaking perfect. I don't give a shit what anybody says, okay? It's mechanical. And it's not so much the server, it's what happens if the hardware fails or whatever, okay? Now, okay? So let's say we miss a challenge response. Well, guess what? The KV gets banned, the profile can get banned, everything can get freaking banned. So do me a favor, alright? Do me a favor. Go to xboxlive.com/live, okay? And make a modders profile. Make a profile, use Outlook for the credentials and everything, and make it and put it on here. Okay? Once you make it, download it and put it on here. You can always log into the modders profile, modify your old retail profile, okay? And be happy. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Alright? You follow me. Okay? But if you don't want to do that, you can just click on it and off you go. Okay? So there you go. And if you sign in, what's going to happen is it's going to look like this. Okay? And we're going to get the spinning wheel of death. And there we are. We're up. We're online. We're live. Life is grand. Okay? There he goes. Okay? Now, in the event you download a profile, let's say 15 minutes you're sitting there and this motherfreaker ain't moving. And he's driving you crazy. And you're sitting there going like, what the hell is going on? Well, I'm going to tell you what happened. The damn profile got corrupted while I was downloading. Okay? Typical Microsoft. It's not the RGH. It's not the freaking server. It's Microsoft. Okay? It's always Microsoft. So basically, what you have to do is you have to fix that. And there's a certain way to do this, okay? And please, only do this if you have a problem signing in, okay? So, no reason to overcomplicate crap, all right? Go up, go over. Go to settings, go to system, okay? Under system, go to storage settings, okay? Now, you're going to go to the hard drive, all right? Now, you're going to go to profiles, okay? Now, what's going to happen is that profile is going to be under here, or it'll be in your memory, in the internal memory on the hard drive, wherever you place it, okay? But for all intents and purposes, we'll use this here, okay? Look, it's going to be underneath this thing, okay? It's going to be underneath that profile. What I want you to do, hover down to it, hit A, and I want you to delete it right off the freaking hard drive, okay? Get rid of it because it's corrupted, okay? Once you delete it, back out of here, back out of here, back out of here. Leave that highlighted. What you're going to do, you're going to hit Y, okay? And then we're going to clear the system cache twice. Why? Because of our friends at Microsoft. Because they don't want you to do it once, they want you to do it twice. Okay? Clear system cache. Here you go. Yes. Okay? So we're gonna do it twice, alright? Now, memory unit. Do the same damn thing if you put the profile there. Clear system cache. Yes. Okay? You do it twice. Yes, it's 4 times. Thank you, Microsoft, you bunch of fucking morons. Alright, now. Okay. So now that everything is all cleared out, back out of here, back out of here. Back out of here. Go down to social right here, okay? Then go down to sign in, sign out. Then re-download the profile. Everything will be fine, alright? Click the guide button. Go back to FSD dash. There you go. Easy, okay? That's Sentinel, man. Alright, now, okay. Now, let me set the skin up here. I always forget to set the skin up on this thing. I always set it there. There's different skins on this thing. Yeah. Even ones included like that one right there, but we don't want to show that because otherwise this video will get banned very quickly. Alright, so we'll go ahead. No, we'll do that one right there. Hit B, okay, reboot, and then that'll bring it back to regular good old green theme, okay, which has all kinds of crazy settings. You can set the skin up any which way you want to, all kinds of backgrounds and crap like that. All right. So, all right, now we're all good. Now, before you go taking off and doing crap, all right, I'm gonna explain something to you. Your downloadable content and your XBLA, okay? Now, these are very important subjects because if you don't listen to what I'm telling you, you're going to be ripping your hair out, okay? I don't want to see that. And you don't want to see that. For all I know, you could be almost bald. And the last bit of hair that you have, you're going to rip out? Nah, I don't think so. Not over this thing. So, this is what we're going to do. You're going to go on over. Go to Homebrew section right here. Click on A, okay? And then what you're going to do, go to XM360. All right? Now, XM360 is an unlock tool. Why? I'm going to tell you why. Maybe. No, I'm kidding. Alright, look. This is the reason why. Alright, because you see, your XBLA and your downloadable content, they need to be hashed to this console and also to your profile. Okay? So you see, what I mean by hash is security-wise. Okay? It's got to be unlocked. If it's not unlocked to this console, if it's not unlocked to your profile, guess what? It ain't going to work. It ain't going to let you play your downloadable content or anything like that. You have to go to the marketplace, download everything, even though you already have it, and then you rip your hair out, okay? So you don't want to do that, all right? So what do? We have to unlock everything, make sure everything is unlocked, okay? So, tell you what we're going to do. Go to XM360, we'll hit A, okay? We'll hit A again. Now, what it's doing is it's building an entire content of everything that's on the hard drive that has to do with DLC and XBLA. Okay? And it's going to post it up there. And then we're going to unlock it all. Alright? Now, this goes to, let's say you go to a website or the illicit piratebay.org. Okay? And there's a whole bunch of downloadable content on there. I've seen it. Okay? Let's say you want to get it. Yeah, I'm going to get this stuff for free. Ha-ha! So you get it, you get the torrent, you download it, alright? And you place it in the content folder. Okay? Using Xbox Neighborhood or FTP. Okay? And you get it in there, right? You go play it, and guess what? It ain't gonna let you. Where's my downloadable content? I just downloaded it. That's because you didn't freaking unlock the stupid shit. There's the reason why you unlocked the damn thing, okay? So anyway, here's the XBLA, alright? There it is. You see all the nice little unlock things right there? All the little padlocks that are on? That means it's unlocked, okay? Now, if you download stuff and put it on here and add to it, come in here and unlock it. Just D-pad over left, unlock XBLA, hit A, okay? As you can see, all the arcade files are already unlocked and everything else left is grand. Hit OK, alright? Now we'll go to show DLC. So we'll check mark off on the DLC, we'll hit A, okay? Now there's some DLC. So now we will unlock the DLC, hit A, okay? And it should unlock probably about 10 to 20 files, I do believe. 20 DLC files are unlocked, okay? So now you have 20 DLCs that you could actually use, alright? Yeah, once you're done, go down to exit the dash, and then feel free to be a complete moron and destroy people and, turn them from a man to a woman or a woman to a man, but that ain't no big deal these days. They do it all the time. Or whatever you want to do. Now, turning a rooster to a freaking hen, now that'd be something different, boy. That would be quite interesting after it finishes pecking your eyeballs out. Okay, so anyway, alright. Now you can feel free to run and frolic and do whatever you want to do. Alright? Now look, two other things. Under emulators, okay? Yes, they all play. Alright? They all work, okay? Like, we use Game Boy for an example. Okay? Here we go. Now we're going to sign in, of course. Yeah, we use these. Okay, there we go. Alright? There's your games right there. Now there's all your Game Boy Advance stuff right there. And you can play it, no problem. Okay? A to play, B for the main menu. Plain and simple, alright? Once you want to exit, exit. You're done, okay? It's the same thing for MAME, it's the same thing for all of them, okay? They all work the same way, okay? Now it's going to boot back up in everything dash. Now, Xbox Classic games, the original top 20 model, the model from back in 2002, that we all know and love, okay? Well, probably before a lot of you guys were born, I'm not sure, but, it was the one I grew up with anyway, so. Alright, look, here's what you do. Okay, if you want to play classic games, okay? Like let's say, Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition, okay? That's on the original Xbox console, okay? Well, one of the things is that in order to play the emulators, you have got to, and I mean this, you have got to run the console in bypass mode. If you try to run this game with this guide, this fancy little guide and everything, which means my server is active, well, guess what? The end result is this big black screen that does absolutely nothing, okay? Power PCs don't like it when a single place in memory is called by two different things, okay? So, you know, end of story, it's confused, alright? So, how do we fix this? We run the system in bypass mode. How do we run bypass mode? Okay, I'm going to show you. Really easy. Power the system on. Okay, now, what we do, this is really hard, okay? This might hurt your finger. We're going to hit power, and then we're going to hit eject. And we're going to leave the tray hanging out until the system actually boots, and it gets to FSD dash, okay? Because if you push it in now, it's not gonna go into bypass mode. It's gonna run the server. You're gonna try to go to the emulator. You're gonna try and play an emulated game, and guess what? It ain't gonna work. So leave the tray hanging out until you reach FSD dash. We'll go ahead and sync up the controller right here. Now, there we are. Now we can close the tray, and therefore we will have the menu pop up. There we are. We will go over to Xbox Classic Games. We will go on over to Midnight Club. Okay? And, well, we'll hit A. We'll hit it again. Notice we get an Xbox logo. The original Xbox logo. Okay? All of a sudden the game will load. It will start and you will be able to play it. Okay? There you are. Need I say more? Okay? Then to get out of the game, hit the guide button. And as you can see, you have a regular guide now. Okay? So, you know, I mean, no fancy guide or anything like that. Alright? Hit A at Xbox Home, hit yes, and there you have it. So, Drew, my friend, thank you very much for your business. I greatly do appreciate it, alright, and like I said, we'll be shipping this console off to you tomorrow, alright, and you will have it within 2 to 3 days, according to USPS, and a tracking number will follow, my friend. So thanks again so much for your business. Guys, thank you for hanging with me. I greatly appreciate it, okay? I hope that you all have a great day, and I'm back to doing more. Anyway, talk with you all later. Take it easy, guys. Have a good one.